Welcome to the Calgary Center for Spiritual Living and our meditation. I'm Reverend Leslie, and I'm happy you're joining me today as we take a few minutes to go within and just connect to our inner self. I invite you to settle into wherever you're sitting, here in the sanctuary or at home. So just with me, let's take some breaths in together. So breathe in and out. And again, in and release. And just allow the bustle of getting here or whatever's going on in around you and the outer world, just allow that to softly fade away. And just moving your awareness into your body. And just notice your chest. And can you feel your arms on your side? Can you feel your arms touching your ribs? Just notice that sensation. Can you feel it on your left side? And now notice the crook in your elbow. And just put your awareness on the crook of your left elbow. And moving up to your throat and your neck. And can you feel the connection of your neck to your shoulders? And how about your head attached to your neck? Just kind of rotate your head around and find your center. Just moving yourself into that sensation of being safe, supported, and comfortable. And now I invite you to join me as we go for a journey along a path. Just start moving forward along a path. This is your path. And just notice what you notice on your path. Is it a new path? A new direction? Or is it your favorite path? One that helps create serenity and peace within you. Strolling along, what can you feel? Can you feel the sun? A breeze? Is it a smooth path? Or soft in the forest, cushy, sandy, grassy? Can you begin to sense your connection to this path? And what can you hear? The rustling of the bushes and trees, the crickets, just take a big breath in, beginning to feel invigorated. And as you move forward, you notice an opening, a space ahead. And as you walk into that opening, a meadow, a clearing, a plateau on the top of a cliff, just notice the expansion you feel. Feel your feet planted on the ground and see yourself raising your arms up. What sensation are you experiencing? What feeling is it? Appreciation, satisfaction, relief, embracing your connectedness to the wholeness of where you stand. And notice now you feel like you'd like to sit or lie down in your space. And move your awareness to your heart center. And begin to feel your heart, it pulsating throughout your whole system. Can you feel it radiating outwards? You are alive. We are all connected. And now I invite you to just commune with your inner self, with this infinite wisdom within you. Perhaps you have a question. You may ask it now, or perhaps you are ready for an inspirational thought. Or even your joy is just to commune in this beautiful space within yourself. Just relax, feeling safe and secure and at peace. And I'll come back in several minutes with you. And now, I invite you to thank that inner self, the inner infinite wisdom, intelligence, and thank yourself for being willing to move your awareness to that inner landscape, to engage your imagination, to be open and receptive to life. And with that, make your way back into the room back into your body. And bring your awareness here. And before you open your eyes, I invite you to put your left hand over your heart and thank your beloved self for always being there for you, for always loving yourself. For being cherished. And with this, I invite you to wiggle those toes, shrug your shoulders, breathe in deep, and here we are. Namaste.
Lies lying on Capitol Hill, big pharma flogging more pills, more numbers showing up on my bill, some suit on the TV tell me how to feel. Cut you off on the highway, picking off with a road rage. Get your camera ready, then put 'em on blast on your Facebook page. Is this the world we're living in? 'Cause it sure don't feel like living. Guaranteed with a little bit of luck, a little more faith and a lot less fuss, we can do much more than survive. All we need is a little more love, a little more trust, and some pixie dust. None of us is getting out alive. Love, trust, and pixie dust. Love, trust, and pixie dust. Huh. Haters hate, make you question yourself. Double Two has its eyes now. Everybody got something to sell. Even Big Brother sending ads to my email. Buy a bottle in the hot sun. Throw it out as soon as you're done. When the hell we gonna wake up? Got a plastic Texas floating in the ocean. Is this the world we're living in? 'Cause it sure don't feel like living. Yeah. Guaranteed with a little bit of luck, a little more faith, and a lot less fuss, we can do much more than survive. All we need is a little more love, a little more trust, and some pixie dust. None of us is getting out alive. Love, trust, and pixie dust. Love, trust, and pixie dust. Yeah. Is this the world we're living in? 'Cause it sure don't feel like living. Guaranteed with a little bit of luck, a little more faith, and a lot less fuss, we can do much more than survive. Yeah! All we need is a little more love, a little more trust, and some pixie dust. None of us is getting out alive. Love, trust, and pixie dust. Love, trust, and pixie dust. Love, trust, and pixie dust. Pixie dust. Love, trust, and pixie dust.
Woo! Nice entry, Steph and Robin. I got
It was
it.
David's fault.
That'll teach us to talk to you. Hi, everybody. How are you? It is wonderful to see everybody here. Thank you for coming out today. If you are new to the center, I will introduce myself. I'm Pat Campbell, and I am the spiritual director of the center. And if you haven't been to a center for spiritual living, there's a few things you need to know. We are a faith tradition. We don't call ourselves a religion. We are a faith tradition that honors all faith traditions. We understand that spirit, life, the universe, infinite intelligence, love, whatever you want to call that, is knowing itself by means of each of us, individually and collectively. We're all part of it, and we are all individually part of it. So what works for one person might not work for another person. So what I want to tell you is wherever you are on your spiritual path, you're welcome here. Thank you so much for choosing to spend your Sunday morning with us. We've got a great service in store for you. And if you are new, right after the service, we've got a table in the lobby called our Discover Table. There's somebody going to be there that'll be able to talk to you about the teaching, answer questions that you might have. They may not be able to answer about knee pain, but they can answer about other things. Or else see Robin. But anyway, just make yourselves at home here. It's going to feel somewhat familiar, like maybe you've been in a place like this before. We're the people that describe themselves as spiritual, not religious. Yeah? Would you agree with that? So we're going to start, we're going to start out by singing our Kong song. Aim, you co-wrote this song, did you not?
With Karen Drucker and Gary Lynn Floyd.
I thought so. So let's stand up and sing it. This is all the lyrics, so you can learn it really easy. Here we go. Don't act like you're in church. Come on.
We have come here to love one another. We have come here to let our love show. We are family, we're sisters and we're brothers, and we carry this love everywhere that we go. We have come here to love one another. We have come here to let our love show. We are family, we're sisters and we're brothers, and we carry this love everywhere that we go. Oh, we have come here to love one another. We have come here to let our love show. We are family, we're sisters and we're brothers, and we carry this love everywhere that we go. We have come here to love one another. We have come here to let our love show. We are family, we're sisters and we're brothers, and we carry this love everywhere that we go. We carry this love everywhere that we go. We carry this love everywhere that we go.
Yes. I wish you guys could see what I see from up here and what Elevation is able to see, that when we sing a song like that we're family, we're sisters, we're brothers, we are here together, and I look at it, all of you singing that, it just does my heart good. That feels mighty, mighty nice. So in addition to having Sunday morning services, you know we have a lot of things that happen here at the center. And the first thing that's happening coming right up is our foundations class. And Reverend Leslie, who is teaching that class starting on Tuesday, is going to tell you a little bit more about it.
Good morning, everybody. What?
Good morning!
That's right. Anybody notice that there's something going on outside? Like there's some change happening?
Yeah.
What? Leaves, falls. Exactly. Parking. Yes, okay, got it. Who's here's looking for change in their lives? Okay, one of the things I wanted to say is that the course Foundations that we're doing is an amazing course. So if you think about the foundations on a house, it's made with bricks, and that holds up the whole structure. And we have a structure that we currently have, our foundation that we already have. It's built on the beliefs, and it's built on family systems and societal systems and all of that. And one of the things that Foundations teaches us, it teaches us how to think, not what to think. And so we can take those foundational pieces that don't serve us anymore. The ones like, oh, I'm not good enough. Oh, I can't do that. I'm too old. I'm too young. I'm too this. I'm too that. My knees hurt. We can take those foundation pieces and take them out and discard them. And we can put in new ones that we use with visioning, meditation, prayer treatments. We call them spiritual mind treatments. We can take those pieces and create new foundation for ourselves of this teaching. This is a very powerful way to change our lives, change your thinking, change your lives. And that's what our foundation course does for us. It teaches those, it's a toolbox that we can use. Not all of them suit us, but you know what? We get to practice, we get to try them out, and we get to meet weekly with a group of like-minded people and talk about our experiences of using these new tools and building this new foundation, because it takes practice to let go of our old ideas and to imprint our new ideas. And that's what that safe space is when we come together in class. And if you've already taken foundations, that's okay. You can come back and try again. And it's not because you're not getting it. It's because you want more. Who wants more of good in their lives?
Me.
So I invite you to sign up in the lobby. We have this thing called priceless pricing. So the fee is $40. The total course is another $275. But what we want you to do is, I want you to come to the course after you paid your $40 and just see the changes in your life over a short period of time, and then you can increase that contribution to whatever you feel, because it's priceless. It's priceless pricing. Like, if you could get up every day and feel satisfied with your life, if you had time, money, freedom, that would be worth something. It totally is. And I got to tell you, practicing these principles, I started Foundations in 2007, and my life just got accelerated as a result of that. And, you know, and I know a lot of lives in this room have been changed as a result. How about you, Amy? Has your life changed?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. That's the right answer.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. So I just invite you, if you want to experience some fun, if you want to have an experience of a new foundation, and you want to learn what to think instead of, how to think, not what to think. We're not going to tell you to say this or that or whatever. We're just going to give you a new way of looking at your life. And it's an inner journey, and we're here for you. And I'll be here on Monday nights at 6:30 till 9. No, Tuesday nights. Gosh, whew. Tuesday nights, starting this Tuesday, 6:30 to 9. Join me here at the center. And you can sign up in the lobby. I'll be out there with the sign-up sheet. Thanks.
Thank you, Reverend Leslie. That's awesome. So just to reiterate what she said, because actually what she said was spot on, you can register for this class for only $40. That's what we send to our parent organization to register you for the course. As you perceive the value, you can add to that. You could pay the $290 right now. That'd be awesome. We'll take your money. It's worth it. It's worth it. Thank you. You can do that if you trust us, but if you need to have that proven to yourself, register for the class. Come Tuesday night. Leslie's, as you can see, is so much fun, and get that foundation underneath you. It's so good. It's so good. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about, actually Ron is going to talk about, is the food bank. So you may have noticed that there's something happening at the food bank.
Okay, well, I'm stepping in for Carrie. Carrie is away visiting her daughter in Kitchener, so we've got the table set up. You hadn't seen Carrie before. She's a new champion, so she's doing a great job of that. And she's probably watching us from Kitchener, so I'd like to thank her for pulling this together. And if you ever want to be a champion of any project that you have in mind, just step forward, let me know, and I'll give you the support that you need to go through it. It's not that tough. It maybe is 10 hours a week. I mean, for the whole project, 2 hours a week. So it's much less than you might think. At any rate, food bank, what I really wanted to encourage you to do is make your donation. And one of the things that you might want to consider, if you normally give to the food bank, maybe at Christmas or some other time, you can make that donation through our project. You will still get your charitable receipt. It'll come from us, but it's the same thing. It's a charitable receipt. And we'd be happy to take your donation and put it with our donation and really make this project something special. So we have 10 boxes from the food bank, and Dr. Pat was asking what our goal was, and I thought, well, what about 10 boxes from the food bank?
I see that.
So let's make it happen. We go until October the 27th. So every Sunday before and after, you can make your donation. Thanks.
Oh, no, you're not done yet. Sorry. Hey, Ron, when we were in my office earlier talking about this, you talked about how you feel the food bank is such a special thing. Can you share with them why they need to contribute to the food bank? Not just that they need to? Or would you like for me to do that since I'm, yeah?
Since you're poking at it, yeah.
Well, he was so sincere. He was going, this is such an important project that we do. We do some sort of project every year, some sort of outreach. But the food bank, they're not getting as much donations as they used to, and we have more people who are hungry. And so this is a project that really fills us with a lot of love and feeling like we can make a difference, a feeling of compassion. If you want to give a cash donation, this is what Carrie talked about last week. If you want to give a cash donation, your $25, let's say, or your $1,000, you know what? Let's go for it. Your $1,000 donation,
Exactly.
because they have ways of buying in bulk, is actually more like a $4,000 donation.
Correct.
Because they're able to buy things in bulk that maybe we aren't able to. So cash, Love Stream people, hello, how are you? That's a way for you to participate also. Or if you love to shop, bring it and let's fill up those boxes. Thank you, Ron. And
Great.
stay right there.
All right.
Stay right there. Because we're now going to our, God, these announcements go on. But you know, it's important stuff. It's to let you know that we are not just a Sunday-only organization. So your group is starting again.
That's correct. We're starting again. This will be entering our 7th year
Wow.
as the group. So we actually started the same fall as we opened this center. So this year, because we are going to have the consciousness group on Monday afternoons, I thought we'd do something a little bit lighter with seekers. No, their group, the first year or whatever you call
The
it.
Advanced Consciousness Studies, the Prac 1
Consciousness.
class is
Yeah.
on Monday.
So I decided we'd do something a little bit lighter. So we're going to take those foundational bricks, whether you have 2 or 20, or you think the house is built and you're just short a brick. that, I want you to bring whatever you have to this group, and then we're going to apply that to life, how life works. And one of the topics we're going to look at, I thought we might as well go big, we're going to look at fear. What does fear mean to us, and what can we do with it? Fear, generally, the acronym is forget everything and run.
Oh, you used the
Right?
word forget, hey?
Yeah. I do, here. I'd like you to think maybe, how about face everything and rethink? And one of the things that we know using our teaching is we can think again. We can think differently. We can make different choices, different thoughts, and change our beliefs and change our perspective. And so with this book, When Fear Speaks, Listen, it's by Dennis Merritt Jones. It's his new book, and it's good. And we're going to use it as a guide. All right? So you can just drop in. It's Zoom, by the way. So you can just drop into it. I do want you to read the book this time. Normally I don't require that, but since we're going to have more talk and it's going to be a lighter kind of a look at this, I do want you to read the book. So first 2 chapters. Next
Monday.
Monday. I also use priceless pricing. So there is no fee to come to the class. You just make a donation, and that part of that donation goes to me. Thank you. And part of it goes to the center, and it's my
Thank
way of
you.
supporting the center. So anyone can come. One brick or short of a brick. Come on, it's fun. The group is great, and you'll have a good time. Starts at 6:30.
Thank
Thanks.
you, Ron. Thank you so much. And our other groups, the Sagers start in a couple of weeks, and Wednesdays with Dr. Pat, our coffee group, every week. We're there, rain or shine. Okay, so that's the announcements. Everybody go like this. Oh my God, that was a lot. And now what I want to do, we're going to move into the more sacred part of the service. So I'm going to invite our ministers and practitioners to come forward and line the stage. Reverend Val Benedict, Reverend Darlene Chase, Dr. Heather Clark, Reverend Marjorie Contenti, Reverend Doug Craig, Reverend Monica Cromer, Reverend Leslie McNamara. When I came here 11 and a half years ago, we had one other minister, and that was Reverend Marjorie. And now, just take a look at, yeah, right? We were a dynamic duo. And then our licensed practitioners, almost all of them trained here at our center. Amy Bishop, Connie Chow, Pele Dlamini, Ron Hahn, Valda Harris, Sabrina Morrow, Tracy Peterson, Lance Rath, Gail Verdi, Fran Watson, and Lucille Barone. Give them a hand, please. Does my heart good. So what's going to happen now is that Amy is going to lead us in a chant, and then Reverend Leslie will give us our spiritual mind treatment to start the service.
Right here, right now, God is, I am. Right here, right now, God is, I am. God is, I am. Right here, right now. Right here, right now, God is, I am.
Right here, right now, I know that there is only one thing, the thing itself, the power, the presence, the infinite intelligence, the ceaseless, endless power that creates universes. I know that this power, this presence, I am one with this power and presence. I know that it is warm and loving and colorful. It is active, all-time, limitless, ceaseless, endless, eternal, loving presence. And I am one with it. And I speak my word here on behalf of the Calgary Center for Spiritual Living and all of the people here in present or online, wherever you are, know that you are deeply loved and supported by us. I know this for myself, and I speak in the first person, knowing that right here, I am an expression of this power, of this love. I am joy. I am love. I am celebrating. I know the truth of who I am today. I stand on my strong foundation. I stand knowing that I am giving and receiving. Giving and receiving is the secret sauce of the universe. It gives us inspiration. It gives us divine ideas. And I receive those ideas, and in turn, I give it back as an outpicturing of my imagination as I act upon those inspirations, those ideas. And this is the circle of life. And knowing this, I release my word with gratitude, knowing that anything that is unlike love, anything that is unlike all of this joy and harmony and light is dissolved and released back to the nothingness from where it comes. And with this, I'm grateful, knowing that my word is already done as spoken. And I release my word, I let it go, and together we say, and so it is.
Love is, I am right here, right now, right here, right now. Love is, I am.
Thank you, Amy and Steph. Thank you, Reverend Leslie, for the beautiful treatment. And thank you, my strong spiritual beloveds, for being here and being a support to our center. So, Ron, you threw me just a little bit when you said that your group had been meeting for 7 years. That means that we've been in this building for 7 years. We moved to this building in, our grand opening was in September of 2017. So, wow, yowza. And it still serves us, and we love it here. Who also serves us so well is our musicians. I was looking at a picture from 2012 when, I think it was the last day of the building on 17th Avenue, and they were having some sort of big shindig or something like that. And there, with very dark brown hair, was Amy Bishop.
Nothing's
And
changed.
looking like a babe in the woods was Oliver Miguel. So, you know what? They still are here, and we love them. So please welcome Elevation.
Imagine what you want, then get out of the way, 'cause energy follows thought. So be careful what you say. Be careful what you ask for. Make sure it's what you really want, 'cause your mind was made for thinking, and energy follows thought. Your mind is in control, even when you don't know. And if you let it idle, ain't no telling where it might go. Whenever you are sleeping and your dreams take you away, go on with your dreaming and listen to what they say. And if you hear spirit talking, their wisdom can't be bought. Apply it to your thinking, 'cause energy follows thought. Your mind is in control, even when you don't know. If you let it idle, there's no telling where it might go. Imagine what you want, get out of the way. See, energy follows thought, so be careful what you say. Your mind is in control, even when you don't know. And if you let it idle, there's no telling where it might go. Imagine what you want, then get out of the way. See, energy follows thought, so be careful what you say.
Woo, elevation. Amy Bishop, you notice Oliver on the bass. That guy. Robin Harris and Steph Chapman. Give them a hand again. That's elevation. Thank you, little mama. Oh, my goodness. Amy, who wrote that song?
Mr. Willie Nelson.
Mr. Willie Nelson. As you were singing it, I thought we need to record it and send to him. Right? Don't you think? Because, I could totally hear Willie's voice doing it, but Willie's voice isn't Amy's voice. I think that's a good idea, hey? Would you breathe with me, please? Taking a deep breath. And again. And one more time, please, at your own pace. Somebody was telling me something this week, I think. Energy can neither be recreated or destroyed, whatever it is that Einstein said. Somebody... It's less important than what I'm about to tell you. This... Do I need to go back on vacation? Anyway, somebody was saying that the air that we are breathing is the same air that Einstein breathed, that Aristotle breathed, that Jesus breathed, that Ernest Holmes breathed, that Mother Teresa breathed. It's the same air. And so when we breathe together like that consciously, intentionally breathe together, we're breathing in all of that energy and all of that wisdom. Cool, hey? Yeah. So we've all heard the joke. You want to make God laugh? Make a plan. Talk about your plans. Everybody here has stories about when their plans went awry. Absolutely, because undoubtedly we have all at one time or another had things that turned out differently than we thought they would, and I really liked this little meme. Okay. Now, however, what is one thing that you notice about the what happened? Didn't it look like little hearts? Yeah, that's what I thought. So bear that in mind, okay? So, we've got these plans. They don't go the way we want. And if we were not spiritual people who believe in an infinite intelligence that is back of everything, we might think that we live in this totally arbitrary world and that we have no control over anything in our lives. However, we are spiritual people. We, particularly people here, hello, Love Stream people. I'm sorry I didn't greet you earlier. I love you. You are part of our community, and we are spiritual people, absolutely. And we do believe that there is an intelligence, there is a creative power that is back of everything. And we do believe that we can and do live in harmony and in cooperation with it. So when something goes differently than we planned, we hopefully know enough to trust that infinite intelligence and that creative power and learn to go with the flow. Yes? Are you with me? All right. So, you notice I said that we hopefully know enough to trust and go with the flow. Hopefully we do. But let me just ask a question. Is there anybody here who is stubborn? Most of us are pretty stubborn, and by golly, we are going to stick with our plan no matter what, consequences be damned. And yet what we know, because it's happened before, is that when we do let go, when we do surrender to what is happening, even if it's not quite what we planned, it often ends up better than what we had planned. Have you ever had that experience before? Excuse me just a minute. So I said in my newsletter blurb and on the website that I was going to tell a story about my vacation. Now, I know it looks like I've been on vacation for a really long time, but I want to tell you that's actually not true. But I don't need to defend myself, right? So last week, I spent the week with my sisters, with whom I'm very close, and their grown kids and their spouses touring the Rockies. And of course, being the host, I wanted everyone to have a great time, right? They're coming to my area. The challenge was there were 7 of us, all related, and all with different things that we wanted to see and we wanted to do. We had people who wanted to sleep in every day because it was their holiday, and we had those who wanted to get up early. We had those who have to eat breakfast first thing, and others who can wait until dinner. They're the insane ones. We had people who wanted scenery, and we had people who wanted to go shopping. We had bird people. We had critter people. We had drinkers. We had non-drinkers. We had fit people and less fit people. It was the quintessential herding of cats, especially if they're all related to one another. Nevertheless, kind of getting those energies to settle in. After about the first day or so, we kind of settled in. And I am happy to say, I am proud to say, that we were able to do almost everything that people wanted to do while they were there for those 5 days. And it took a certain amount of flexibility and letting go. As our founder, Ernest Holmes, said, we need to develop a good-natured flexibility. Nature demands this, for if the tree did not bend before the wind, it would break. Yeah. For example, it was surprisingly crowded up there. We've been to the Rockies in September before where it has not been so crowded. I mean, it was crowded, and so we weren't able to do everything that we wanted to do at the time that we wanted to do it. However, we did manage to secure 7 tickets on the shuttle to go to Lake Louise and Moraine Lake. You realize you can't drive up there anymore. You have to get the tickets, right? So there's actually kind of a cool story within the story. So we were on our way up the Icefields Parkway, and we stopped at the Lake Louise Visitor Center to go to the bathroom, and I thought, maybe I'll just go and see if we can get some tickets for the shuttle, having no idea what it was that I was asking, other than we wanted 7 tickets for the shuttle. And the guy, the ranger, he's like, wow, I doubt it. They go so fast as soon as they're released in the morning. And 7 people, I don't think so. So he's clacking away on the computer, and I said to my niece, I said, just think positive. Just think positive. And then all of a sudden he says, he says, unless I'm reading this wrong, there are 7 tickets for the 2 o'clock shuttle on Friday. I can't believe my eyes, he said. Swear to God. So, of course, we purchased them, and then the plan was we're going to go to Lake Louise and Moraine Lake on Friday. Well, the other thing that we needed some flexibility around was the weather. So, it's Alberta. So, like a good host, I was checking the weather for weeks leading up. Well, again, it's Alberta, right? So first it looks like it's going to be rainy and it's going to be in the low teens. That's 50 for my Fahrenheit friends. So cold, right? And, well, kind of cold, right? But they were from Southern California and from the deserts of Utah, and they're concerned. They're like, we don't have any winter clothes. But sure enough, being Alberta, it started warming up, and lo and behold, the rain held off, right? In fact, we had spectacular weather the whole time we were there, except Friday, the day we were going to Lake Louise and Moraine Lake. And Friday was fairly cold, low teens, low 40s, and rainy. But by golly, we had a plan. We were going to Lake Louise and Moraine Lake because we had miracle tickets that the ranger couldn't believe his eyes that we got. So the closer we're driving up the highway and the closer we get to the shuttle stop at Lake Louise, the harder the rain fell. And then you know what happens. Turned into sleet. Then snain. I made that word up. It's snow and rain at the same time. Oh, I guess the weather station calls it wintry mix. And then snow. Swear to God, snow. And the parking lot was filled with RVs and people, and they're trudging along looking so miserable. And we're going to have to trudge along with them and get to where the shuttles were, and the rain and the mud and the sleet and the snain and the wintry mix and the snow. But I was willing to continue with the plan because it was the plan. I had looked at the weather before we left, and it looked like it was going to clear out in about an hour. But I could tell by the looks of the other people that this was not what they had in mind at all. So we had a quick family meeting on cell phone because we're in 2 different cars, right? And we decided to cancel the tickets and do something else. You have to understand the significance of this. This is unheard of. We are Campbells. We are stoic. We soldier on. So this was like, what we decided to do instead was to head up the Icefields Parkway. Funny, but it wasn't snowing or raining there. And we went to Herbert Lake, which is like the first stop as you get into the Icefields Parkway. We had gotten Subway sandwiches, and we had a picnic and an absolute ball. All of the worry, all of the tension, all of the should we, shouldn't just faded away. We ate, we laughed, we enjoyed the scenery. It was absolutely gorgeous. And I will tell you, I pulled off the greatest prank in the world. I can't tell you what it is because it would lose in translation, but you have to understand it was classic. So we had this great time and this great prank. And then, okay, getting to be a little bit later in the day. We headed back to Banff, and we were treated to a little bonus reward because we found a huge herd of elk with several bulls, and they were bugling at one another, and they weren't quite doing this yet, but they were chasing each other, and the females are just eating their grass and checking out who the strongest one might be. Well, I got to tell you, it was absolutely thrilling for the people who had never been here before. I mean, think about that. They'd never seen anything like that in their lives. And it was equally thrilling for me because I think elk are my totem animal. I can't get enough of them. I will drive there just so that I can see elk, honest to God. We spent quite a bit of time just watching them. And I mean, it was like National Geographic. And then at dusk, we decide, okay, we're going to head back to Canmore. Oh, and we're going to try to go to the flatbread pizza place in Canmore. You all know where that is, right? It's always crowded, especially on a Friday night. Well, miraculously, Oliver must have been with us. We found front row parking, not for one car, but for 2 cars, and we got the last table in the place. And yeah, I know. And as we had dinner, we talked about what a fun day it had turned out to be because we had chosen to go with the flow instead of trying to force something that wasn't working, even though we had planned on it. As a friend of mine, Joanne Newaduck, Joanne, I hope you're watching. She's a friend of mine here in Calgary, and she said, we accidentally had a marvelous day. And those are the elk. Oh, God. Hello, babies. So, fun story, right? I knew it was a fun story. I planned all week long to tell you the fun story about how something worked out in spite of the circumstances. But I don't think you came here for a travelogue of my family vacation. Maybe you did. Maybe you did. Some of you like me, so you're like, oh, she might be funny. But the question is, what's the metaphysical, what's the spiritual lesson here? Because there is one. Because one of the truths of our teaching, one of our foundations of our teaching is that we are co-creators with the universe. And we create in our minds, energy follows thought, in our minds we create a mental equivalent, a mental picture of what we want to experience. And we leave the how to the universe because it has limitless wisdom and limitless intelligence. Okay, you with me so far? In other words, my plan for the week, my what, was to show my family a wonderful time in the Rockies. And yes, I planned the things that I needed to plan, the accommodation, where we're going to stay, where we're going to get food, possible excursions, tentative plans for the day, but we weren't married to them because our what was experiencing the Rockies. The how was up to Spirit, with us fully participating and remaining flexible. In other words, God, whatever you want to call that, isn't like a marionette that's, doing like this and messing up with our lives. That is not how the universe works. That isn't how God works. But because it is infinite, we can't even comprehend what infinite is because our minds are finite. It is infinite, and it has access to all possibility. You with me? It's mind-blowing when I think about it. It has access to limitless possibility. So when it appeared that the weather was going to be a deterrent for 3 little old ladies and a group of people from Southern California, we stayed. You realize I was talking about me and my 2 sisters when I said little old ladies. I actually thought you would burst out laughing, but you were like, oh, yeah. The point was that we stayed with the what. We want to see the Rockies. And the how showed up as another idea, as another possibility. Now I'm going to share a fairly long Ernest Holmes quote with you. I tried to edit it, but it's too good. And it's in 3 different slides. So I know sometimes you guys like to take pictures of the quote. So if you are thinking that you want to do that, get your cameras ready because it's in 3 different slides, okay? Are you ready? On your mark? Get set? Okay, anyway, here's what Dr. Holmes said. The divine mind does not necessarily contain a mental blueprint of everything the individual is going to do. It does, however, contain the possibility of all individual action. Okay? When anyone conceives a new idea, thinks up a new plan or procedure which is in accord with the divine nature, then God itself is going forth anew into creation through that individual. One more. And that person may and should expect that all the power and all the presence there is will creatively flow through his individual word, because energy follows thought, individual word, because he has complied with the fundamental law of harmony governing his life. It's a lot. I could do 3 different talks on that quote. But it brings us back to our original point. And that is plan, think, develop your what, and then go with the flow. In other words, because we are in the flow, we are not fighting the current. We are in harmony with Spirit. And we can trust that our best and highest good is going to be realized. And I know some people who don't agree with me about this. They think that we need to always be pushing the envelope, overcoming the obstacles, not giving in to challenges or problems or the weather. They believe that the harder we work, the better the reward. And I get it. Sometimes, surely there have been times in my life when I've had to push through something to accomplish it. And yet what I also know is that even as I'm pushing through, even I'm working through that, it goes better when I am in harmony with the energy of the universe. Because when I'm not, I suffer. I suffer. For instance, we could have pushed through the weather and gone to Lake Louise and Moraine Lake, and it might often have been worth it, right? It's pretty beautiful there. But we would have also have been wet and cold, and knowing this group, more than a little grumpy. Whereas by going with the flow and letting go of our attachment to the plan that was the plan, we had an equally marvelous time. And we also know that Lake Louise and Moraine Lake aren't going anywhere. In fact, there's already talk about the whole group coming back again next year. And if that happens, we'll make a plan. We will make a plan. And we will also go with the flow. At least that's my plan. Thank you for letting me share, and so it is. Thank you. Hi, guys. Here you go. Whenever the band comes in, everybody's just like, oh, there they are. Ah. Yeah. With a perfect song. Yeah. Please welcome Elevation.
There's a promise that reaches to the skies above, and a promise planted firmly in the ground, and it covers the oceans, the lands, the seas. Yes, it's as wide as the world is round. It's a truth as old as the dawn of time, and as bright as a million suns. It's the greatest gift we will ever know, and it's here for everyone. The promise is that love is with us always, forever and ever, my friends. The promise is that love is with us always, forever and ever. Amen. Well, this promise lies deep in every heart. Always has, always will. If we forget or doubt or turn away, stop, look inside, it's with you still. The promise is that love is with us always, forever and ever, my friend. The promise is that love is with us always, forever and ever, amen. Promise is that love is with us always, forever and ever, my friend. The promise is that love is with us always, forever and ever, amen. Oh, the promise is that always, forever and ever.
You tricked us. Elevation, give it up. Amy Bishop, Steph Chapman, Robin Harris, that guy, Oliver Miguel. You feel good? Yeah, me too. That was fun. That was a fun day. Thank you so much. So now I get to talk a little bit about how to support the center. Now, you realize, this is probably a no-brainer, but you realize that as you are giving to the food bank out of the goodness of your heart, please remember the center also is in need of contributions as well. So just keep that in mind as you are making your decisions about that. You can send an e-transfer. You can go to the website. You can send a check. Call the office and talk to Lance. He's on vacation this week. Or you can do the conscious commitment. Lots of different ways of doing it outside of the Sunday service. And we like to do it here because we like to sing songs. And this, folks, you may not realize it. Doing this, I don't like to call it a collection, but doing this practice is a spiritual practice. We're singing about gratitude. We are giving of our good. So I don't like to rush through it. I like us to really understand this is part of being in the flow. It is a spiritual practice. So I invite you to take your tithe, your gift, your offering, your donation, hold it to your heart. Those of you who are on the love stream, thank you so much. You can put your hand on your heart and let's say the conscious giving affirmation together. I live in a universe of abundance. As I freely and joyfully give, I join in the divine flow, and all that I give returns to me multiplied abundantly. I am so blessed, and so it is. And so it is. Thank you, Sabrina and Rosaire. And we're going to sing that song about gratitude. Stand up if you'd like.
Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, 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 I'm so grateful. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, 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 I'm so grateful.
Okay, well, let's bring in the kids. Kath, can you see if they're ready to come in? Yes, indeed. So while they are, please remember the foundations class starts on Tuesday night. Only take it if you want to live a better life. If you want it to stay the same and it sucks, don't take foundations because it can't happen. Wow, pretty. I like
Sunday.
that.
Yeah, they're like, can we go on the stage? Why not? Why not? Why
Yes,
not?
Absolutely.
We had a lot of fun today painting. I often use whatever's been going on in the center, whatever Dr. Pat's talking about, things that have happened in the past. I use that as inspiration for Fun Day as a way to connect with the kids using things that I've learned here at our center. So today we did take time to do painting, and it was really fun practicing patience of waiting for a background to dry.
Oh, yeah.
And then coming back to it, like kind of maintaining that idea for the whole class. So that was a lot of fun. Do I have any speakers today? I know that they have a lot of fun just being here, having the opportunity to be on stage. So I'm going to ask them to find their parent, family, or guardian and just give them a wave. Look out, find your family.
Yeah, I want to see that too.
And just give them a wave. So thank you so much for bringing these amazing kids here. And we wish you a happy Sunday.
Thank you, Miss Rachel. What a wonderful, wonderful girl you are. Okay, are you guys going to stay up here? You want to stay up here? Okay, so you know we're going to do our closing. So what are you going to do with a cookie in your mouth? Can I have it? Okay. Okay, let's stand up, and we're going to get some energy going. And folks, I'm going to be kind of selfish here. You know, I think we can send our energy to those people who have been so horribly affected by that storm down in the South in the U.S. We have a sister center in Asheville, North Carolina, and it's not a good scene. It is not a good scene. So let's send our energy there, if we will, okay? On a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Have a wonderful week. Thanks for being here. Bye. This is such a pretty...
We are falling down again tonight. In this world we strive to get it right. Trying to make your heart fit like a glove. What it needs is love, love, love. Everybody wants to love. Everybody wants to be loved. Oh, whoa, whoa. Everybody wants to love. Everybody wants to be loved. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Happy is the heart that still feels pain. Darkness drains and light will come again. Swing open up your chest and let it in. Let that love, love, love begin. Everybody wants to love. Everybody wants to be loved. Oh, 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 oh. Everybody wants to love. Everybody wants to be loved. Oh, 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 oh. Everybody knows the love. Everybody holds the love. Everybody falls for love. Everybody feels the love. Everybody reels with love. Everybody heals with love. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let the love, love, love begin. Everybody wants to love. Everybody wants to be loved. Oh, oh, oh. Everybody wants to love. Everybody wants to be loved. Oh, 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 oh. Everybody knows the love. Everybody holds the love. Everybody falls for love. Everybody feels the love. Everybody reels with love. Everybody heals with love. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let the love, love, love begin. Everybody wants to love. Everybody wants to be loved. Whoa, love. Everybody wants to love. Everybody wants to be loved. Oh, 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 oh. Everybody knows the love. Everybody holds the love. Everybody falls for love. Everybody, everybody wants to love. Everybody, everybody wants to be loved. Oh, 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 oh. Everybody, everybody wants to love. Everybody, everybody wants to be loved. Oh, 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 oh. Everybody, everybody wants to love. Everybody, everybody wants to be loved. Oh, oh, oh. Let the love, love, love begin. Have a wonderful week, everybody.